Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to talk to Jacopo, who has been accepted to the MIM program at ESADE. So, hi Jacopo, could you introduce yourself to our viewers?
Hello everyone, my name is Jacopo. I am a next student of the Bocconi University, the BM program, and a current student at the Master of Science in International Management at ESADE. I'm 21 years old and yeah, basically I'm Italian of descent, but I've studied German, English. I've been to an exchange in Germany and the US throughout my lifetime, and I've had quite some experiences, which I want to share with you now.
Okay, so what made you choose to apply for an MIM at this point in your career?
Well, seeing that when I applied, I was still 20 years old, I thought it was unnecessary to start working at such a young age with an academic background that was rather scarce, as whilst Bocconi was a great university, I did still lack some academic and also simply some quantitative and qualitative skills that I wanted to delve further into. Also because I saw my lack of skills whilst working in my internships. And I wanted to simply further progress my education, understand where I really wanted to work, and by using my master's in management, I had one more year of learning more about corporate finance, about a variety of skills, working in teams with a more broader prospect of people, more opportunities to grow as a person. And with 21 years old, entering job market is still very young, but I believe that I would be way more skilled and ready to face difficulties as of right now.
Okay, and I understand that you've chosen ESADE for a specific reason. Could you share it with us?
Yes, I think that ESADE is probably the best opportunity for me as of right now, because it really ties together three things. It's the worth that you get for the money you spend is, in my opinion, very well balanced, and you also receive a great work-life balance in a beautiful city with people that are all around you, happy to be there and engaged in working together in teams. Furthermore, ESADE's culture really resonates with me, because they're looking forward to having students that work hard, study hard, but at the same time offer job opportunities and support you in doing off-cycle internships, or simply just searching for jobs even throughout your university studies, which is something that I really need, as during my time in my bachelor, I had to choose between work and studying, and only were able to work in the summer.
Okay, so you're fluent in Italian, German, and English, and you know Latin, Chinese, and French intermediate level.
Yes.
So now you're learning Spanish. How is the experience?
So, well, the first three languages I cannot remember not knowing, because of the fact that I studied them since I'm 5. Then I started Chinese, which was very tough, but at the same time very rewarding. I had to stop due to some financial issues, but I'm picking it back up as soon as I have a good or well-paying job and I can financially support myself. And with regards to Latin, I just studied it in high school. It was very tough, but it's even though it's a dead language, as many say, it really opens up your mind to other languages and other experiences. French, unfortunately, I had to drop. I started studying in preparation for a future job at Amundi in Paris, which got canceled due to coronavirus. So I had to basically change my preferences from French, and had to look forward to studying Spanish, which I started on my own with Duolingo, as I generally do with languages that I need for summer internships or for my master's. And I have to admit, it's less challenging than I thought, because of my background in Latin and Italian. However, it still takes a good chunk of my day every day to really learn new languages, learn new phrases, and try to better myself, obviously. But I think it's necessary to learn the language of the place you are studying or working in order to really connect with the people that you're working with. So it's a commitment I'm willing to take, even though it really does take a lot of my time. I'm happy to actually put it in there.
Yeah, definitely. It's always good to know the language of the place you are in, right? So let's get back to the questions we generally ask is what I, like, since you have just applied to this thing program and you got in. So it's fresh in your mind. What was the most difficult part of the entire admission process? It could be the GMAT, it could be the interview, it could be preparing the applications, or what was it?
So for the applications, for the interview, and generally for the whole process of applying actually to the schools was in my opinion much easier than a lot of other application processes that I had to do. So interviewing for example, for investment banks or investment banking applications are, in my opinion, way tougher due to the fact that they ask for more details and they really want everything to be explained. Whilst business schools, whilst they ask, like, for example, ESADE asked for 3 different or 4 different essays and they had to be very concise but precise. A London Business School asked for some of like 10 or 11 essays. And it's tough. It's tough to write those. But if you're really passionate about something, and they generally tend to ask about things you're passionate about, you really can write those. What was tough, however, was, in my opinion, the GMAT. I had to do the GMAT at a point where because due to you applying during your last year of bachelor, you have to balance the GMAT, the applications, and your current studies, which is really tough. If, for example, for me, since I had to go to my exchange year, I had to do 4 exams in a week at Bocconi, and balancing that with balancing the summer internship I did, so having no time in summer to prepare for my GMAT, and doing the GMAT at a high enough level in order for me to be accepted in one of the top business schools was a really challenging process, which really took time out of my day. And I remember after I was done with my GMAT, I was really tired. So if I can 100% say that if there is anything you would need help on, it would be the GMAT. If you're struggling in school, or if it's just you think that the process is too long, GMAT help is one of the main things. Also because the GMAT is, as a matter of fact, even though many universities say that it's everything, the GMAT is a turning point for your application. It is very important.
So would that be your advice to applicants?
Yes,
To focus on the GMAT?
Whilst not forgetting every other step of the application, and obviously work hard on everything, because you really have to care about where you apply to. Really do put a specific focus on the GMAT.
All right. Okay. So coming to MBA Center, you worked with us last year, and I remember doing a little bit of work for you. So how was your experience in total?
It was very positive. Whilst I did not ask for help for the GMAT, which in hindsight was wrong of me, but it doesn't matter in the end, because in the bigger picture I got into ESADE, so I'm happy. It was great because I really saw how to apply to universities. As I used to apply for jobs, I did not see how business schools saw my applications, viewed my applications differently. They do not really care about me. I'm on the job and whatever I was doing. They cared more about me as a person and as a team worker, as a how social I am, what my qualitative skills are, rather than really my quantitative skills, which were shown by the GMAT. So I really did not notice that issue, which, with working with Hubert Silny and working with you, Karishma, obviously helped me see by writing what I thought was a good essay and getting it corrected, getting all the points changed that really mattered, changing my CV, showing me how to behave in the business school market, basically. Really changed my perspective on how to apply to business schools. And what was really important, obviously Hubert Silly is a very busy person, but he also, being the chief, he still found time for me and texted me and was helping me also preparing my interviews and answering the right questions with the right things.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much for your time. I hope our, I realized that our association was good. You've got into SRDA. So thank you once again for taking out the time today and talking to me. And
no worries.
If you have anything, please let me know if there are any issues going further.
Don't worry.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.